Hello guys, hope you're all doing alright. Yep, so we're just gonna keep going. Um, got primarily going to work on the shoes today. I have got some other stuff I kind of want to work on, but it's mostly these. I kind of want to get the base mesh in a decent place. It's mostly there's a few issues like there's things like this leather piece not being attached. So we need to kind of get all this stuff like synced up. I also need to kind of figure out what this piece is going to be. But yeah, so we'll be doing that, and I also need to connect the tongue up. I'm gonna do like a more of a boot style where it extends back and then sews back in on itself. So it's like a area back here that's closed, rather than having like a loose tongue. So it's nothing too difficult today, I don't think. I did a little bit of work off stream with the laces, so just a little bit more work on getting all of these ones to kind of sit against the tongue and actually like feel a bit more like correct. And then I also need to figure out at some point if I'm going to do holes, or if I'm just going to change the size of the eyelet to like match the lace itself, which probably, to be honest, is what I'll go for. But yeah, so that's it for that. We're just gonna get started, I guess. So I need to start getting things over to ZBrush so we can kind of finalize the shape. So let's export these pieces. Export selection. In fact, actually, I'm gonna export all these together, and we'll separate them out in ZBrush. Okay. This piece I'm just gonna quickly bevel first, actually. Oh, I can't really. Alright, I'll get back to that. Okay, and the eyelets I'm going to ignore. Just get all this in there. We'll mirror and weld it over because we're not worried about topo yet. Thanks for selection. Shoes. Yeah, shoes will do. Cool. So we're just going to delete the meshes that are in here. So delete you. Let's delete you. Delete you. I'll keep that. Delete you. Gotta keep that and delete you. Okay. So then let's append. And then I'm going to import shoes. Okay, so we're just going to do a split part split. So we've got all the separate pieces. Rename all these shoes sides. Rename tab. God, what's the name of that? I'm gonna call it spine, but okay, and then base. Let's go. Rename shoes base, and then shoes front. And that should be the last one, right? No, it's not. What's that? Oh, they've been separated, haven't they? Okay. Okay. Rename shoes. We're gonna go with what's the word? Front. Rename. Song. And then these two should be combined. So merge down. Okay. Then rename shoes top. And shoes eyelet brace. I don't know. Cool. So let's start dragging all these into the shoes group. Cool. There we go. So we got all the pieces. Then we're just going to go into all this and go, where is it? Geometry, mirror and weld, and just repeat that for all the pieces. So, is there a way to keep these both open at the same time? Mirror and weld. Where are you? Geometry, mirror and weld. Once we've got all this in place, we can kind of go back and forth a bit more easily. Mirror and weld. Subtool. Cool. That's everything in place. Yeah, should be fine. Cool. So we've got everything there. And that just gives us something to kind of have in our scene. Granted, we'll be back and forth with a lot of this stuff, but at least we got them in so we can replace part by part. So we need to go back into Maya. So let's just go save our scene. Block out. And then I'll save this as an alternate version. Cool. So back into Maya. So the tongue is a bit of an issue. What I'm currently wondering as well is, do I want this piece to be on the outside? Or do I want this to be out here and push everything else in? Because that could look kind of cool. But then it does create some issues, I guess. Yeah, it does create a bit of an issue, doesn't it? Okay. So we're going to move all this stuff into place in ZBrush, just to kind of match it all up, and then we'll bring it back into Maya and work from there. So let's go back to ZBrush. I'm going to go to this side piece. We're missing a piece. There we go. So I'm going to get rid of the subdivision. And I should get rid of the thickness, really, shouldn't I? And just add it in here. In fact, yeah, I'm going to do that. Let's grab just the sides. And I'm going to remove all of this stuff. And then this outer edge I can recover quite easily, so let's collapse all that as well. Collapse edge. Cool. That just makes it a little bit easier to control for us. I might as well get the eyelets in there as well. I'm going to rescale them for the laces though, I think, so maybe let's do that first. So just so we don't have to model the holes in. Like if this is tight enough, no one will see through. So what's the scale of this guy? 0.337. I think you can do this on multiple objects at the same time, right? Let's try. Yeah, you can. Alright, a sec. So let's just select all these. Okay. And then we just move them wherever we need to. We'll need to move the laces around to fit as well. one fits well. I might go to the other side again, just make sure that they're all sitting out enough. They're all sitting out. Yep. Looks like they are. Cool. So that's those done. Let's grab all those. File, export selection. Then I'm going to create a group in here. But no, I'm not. Shoe eyelets. Cool. And then we got this as well. So take that. File, export selection. Shoe sides. Base top. Cool. So let's go to ZBrush. Going to import this over Maya exports for ZBrush. Sides base topo. Cool. Let's add a few subdivisions. Go back to the lowest subdiv. Re-import sides. I guess the scale back. Cool. And then we need to import the outlets. So let's append sphere. Import. My naming conventions are really inconsistent actually. I need to fix that a little bit. These feel a bit thin. The other side doesn't have the shoes. Yeah, these feel too thin. Let's fix that up. I'm gonna combine all of these. Where are you? Combine. Just gonna put that there, and then drag it out. Eyelets. Geo. Okay, so let's just go into face mode. In fact, shouldn't have combined those actually. Go back. So we're going to scale them back up to 0.5 and then inflate them back. Eyelets. Okay, let's just scale them up until about the right size. That feels about right. And then I'm going to go into face mode for all these. Cool. Grab all of them. Inflate. Might be a bit chunky now, but we can scale it back down. Feels better. Let's grab all these. File, export selection. Eyelets. Import. There we go, that's better. Subdivide twice, go back to the lowest subdiv, and re-import again. There we go, we got the scale right. Yeah, that should all be fine. Gonna smooth this. And then import the laces. But let's just import laces as is. Why is it so much smaller? Append. So smooth that twice, re-import back in, there we go. Yeah, so obviously need to move a few things around. But let's start by getting this guy and getting some dynamic subdiv on it. So let's go to geometry. Then we got dynamic subdivision, dynamic, turn off smooth, add thickness. And we want the thickness to be entirely inwards, right? So let's do that. So this makes it so that it just displaces inwards. So that feels about right. Need maybe a little bit more thickness actually. We'll need to move this to kind of make room. Let's not worry about the intersection with the laces yet. That's a later problem. Okay. Then back over to this side. Okay, there we go. So back to this piece. And I'm going to use a very low intensity clay buildup, as I always do. And we're just going to sculpt this in until the surface meets the actual shoe below. Although maybe in this case we do need to just use the move tool. So I feel like that works. Pull that out, push that in. Maybe at this point it's better to move the inside out towards everything else. But let's just try to smooth this out a little bit. Okay, that fits better. This guy I don't think really needs to move around a lot, to be honest. I'm going to grab the front of it again though. File, import. Let's go modeling. No, sorry, I don't want to import in here. I want to export from here. File, export. And this is... I'm going to create a folder. New folder, shoes, because I don't like how messy this already is. Shoes, so let's call this front geo. And I'll add a prefix. Let's go shoes, let's go front geo. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we're just going to export the pieces. File. We don't want to export that actually. We want to export tongue. Export selection. Shoes, and this is tongue geo. Okay. File, export selection. choose, and it's top geo. Oh, it's rim. That's what I called it. Rim. Export selection. Choose base. Okay. Export selection. Choose eyelet. Okay. I would export the tongue, right? File, export selection. Choose spine. For laces you've made in ZBrush using Z-Sphere or in Maya with spline? I made it in Maya with splines. I did that in the last stream if you wanted to watch the process. How's that? Oh, that's the clothing. Okay. Export selection. What are we calling this one again? Label. Okay. So let's re-import that. Why is this happening? Subtool. Delete. Okay. Append. Import. Is there a scale issue going on? If I select this, go down to export. I didn't know you could do that. That's kind of cool. Either way, smooth. Control D. Yep, there we go. And then re-import the base mesh. And that just lets it keep the Maya shape a little bit better. Okay, this needs to be inflated, I feel. Okay, then this guy will need a bit of modeling, but probably Maya. Let's give him a double for now. Or we can just dynamic subdiv. Okay. So what else do we need to do? Oh yeah, the tongue. So let's get back into Maya modeling. Because all this is in here now, we can kind of work a bit better. We do need to export this side geo again. I am going to even out. There's an area here which is looking a bit funky. So let's just even that out a little bit. Okay, there we go. So get to lowest subdiv. And then export. In fact, let's make sure group is turned off. It won't apply the thickness, but that's fine. I don't want the thickness yet. Although I guess I kind of do. Okay. Let's go geometry. Apply. Export. And then what I'm going to do is... Where is it? Do I not have sides? Okay. Sides, geo, and then just going to add suffix thick. Okay. Now I've done that, I can Control Z, get the thickness back as dynamic, so I can still sculpt quickly. So while we're here, let's file export selection and just clean that up. Cool. And then I'm going to go into that folder I'm gonna delete the old ones, like the old meshes. Delete. Cool. Right, so we've got that. We can now effectively delete that. So file import. I'm gonna go modeling Maya exports for ZBrush. So I need to figure out how I want to do like a model pipeline in terms of like where do I export things and how do I name them, because it's not very clean yet. Just go. Okay, so we need to harden the normals a little bit. We also need to re-import these guys. But let's just go mesh display. And we're gonna go soften harden edges. Oh, okay. Mesh display. Unlock. Set to face. Soften harden edge. There we go. Then we go to this guy. I'm gonna delete that. Go to ZBrush. Grab that geometry as well. And that piece is choose eyelet brace, which I don't think I exported. Eyelet. We're gonna go eyelet brace geo. Let's go to Maya, file, import, and it's eyelet brace geo. Cool. And we're just gonna do the same thing with this guy. Although it has snuck out a little bit, so we'll need to clean that up. But yeah, let's just go to, let's just close that. Unlock normals, set to face, and then soften harden edge. Okay. Wrong thing. Okay, so that's a start. We'll want to move this. Has this got subdivision that I didn't have before? This is not very clean. But yeah, so we got all this stuff. The tongue is what we wanted to work on, so let's start. So I'm going to inflate all of this to get a little bit more room. But then obviously we need to close these gaps, so what I'm going to do for that, let's see. We need to get PureRef. I have to figure out like exactly what kind of tongue I want it to have. Load recent. Okay. So I could go like with the authentic stuff, where it is actually like a free floating tongue, but I kind of don't want to. And actually, that said, where does it end? Yeah, the geometry is a bit of a mess. We need to pull that up. Okay, let's think. Do we just want a loose one? And if we do, we still need to extend it out. Let's hide these guys for a moment. I just hit the sides. Okay. So we want this to at very least come back behind the laces, right? So I'm going to do that as an extrusion, I think. Just nudge this out a little bit. I could just stretch it backwards. Because what I was thinking originally is to like grab all this stuff and extrude that backwards in space and inflate out slightly, which is acting differently from normal. There we go. But like, I was thinking something like that, so it has somewhere to attach. I think I might still do that. I just need to find an appropriate place for that to happen, right? So let's go with... Shading X-ray. Okay. Doesn't work. How do we want this to attach? So let me go grab some documents. Okay, so something I'm very surprised to see is that the tongue actually sits on top. I don't know why I didn't notice that. Like, it sits on top of the front geometry. So that means this guy needs to go down. Might get rid of the thickness for a moment. Because it's not really serving a purpose yet. Yeah, let's get rid of the thickness. Okay. So, yeah, this geometry needs to go down quite a lot. I'll get rid of that as well. Is that actually how it... I don't know how far I can see under here. Fascinating. Okay. So we got that, which means the tongue can now come out, which ends there. Good. I'm going to do a little bit different here. I'm going to rotate it out. So that's too far forward, isn't it? It needs to be a bit further back. So let's scale it this way from here. Okay, so inflate that bit out. So this bit, then I can get rid of this edge loop around the, or the face loop, sorry, around the edge then, which will make life a little bit easier. Let's collapse edges, and then we want to grab these guys and these guys. Small soft select. Just do that. Okay. Okay, so that works. And then I guess we also want to select back down to there. Do the same for this side. Down to here. Soft select out, and then just move it back. And then in the process also inflate it back out. Okay. How about this side? This side's intersecting quite a lot. When we add thickness to that, it's going to freak. Although, are we adding thickness to the bottom or the top? I guess the bottom. So, yeah, we need to clean up top a little bit now. So I'm going to, yeah, I can do that. I'm going to collapse these edges. Okay. And then this stuff I'm just going to slide forward. Maybe collapsing it wasn't the best idea, actually. pull that forward. Then edit edge flow this guy, and that guy, that guy. I'm just going to do this throughout the whole thing actually, because it does get quite a nice... Oh. Okay. So we got that. That needs to go down quite a lot. Okay, and then we'll do the same for all these. Edit edge flow. Do something like that. Definitely need to smooth out some of these edges. I'm going to delete a few loops. That one we need to keep actually. Okay, we'll do that. Okay. Edge flow this guy. And then... What? No. Mesh display, unlock normal, set to face, soften edge. There we go. So we have a basic tongue. Edit edge flow on this guy. Cool. Okay, there we go. So we have... I'd say we're not far off having our basic shoe ready, to be honest. Bit of a voice crack there, it's always fun. Okay, so this guy needs to be moved around now to fit everything, and then the laces will need to be adjusted, because the tongue's moved now. But that's easy enough. Let's get this updated. Let's fire that into ZBrush. Tongue geo, move this over here. Export selection, yes. And then the sides we didn't touch, that's fine. And this we did. File, export selection. I'm gonna go with front geo. Okay. So let's re-import the sides. In fact, I didn't do anything to those. We'll re-import this guy, which will freak out, so actually we may as well just delete it now. And then append the sphere, switch to that sphere, import tongue. Okay, so back twice, back to low res, import tongue. There we go. Cool, and then the front we need to, again, delete. Append. I didn't mean to do that. Wait, does that just create? Huh, okay. Then we're gonna go shoes front. Okay, shoes front, where are you? They need more overlap, don't they? Maybe I should go to like the next line if I extrude all these out. It's enough transparency. And oh, it's sitting below. Good, good. Yeah, let's get a little bit more overlap in there. So I'm just going to isolate these guys. Extrude. Okay. I don't like some of the shapes that this is making. Come on, what's going on? Ah, it's at an angle. There we go, that's better. Cool, so we can export that back in. File, export selection. We got shoe front. Yes. Cool, then into ZBrush. Import. Then we got shoes front. Always does that. I think it's when topology changes, it just doesn't know what to do. I keep doing that, for fuck's sake. Shoes front. Okay. Smooth twice, it doesn't reveal itself anymore, which is good. Import, shoes front. Where is it? There it is. Okay, so we can drag these both in here. And now that we got them both in, we can add thickness to them. So let's do this. Let's go to geometry, dynamic subdiv. Stuff like that works pretty well. We'll add a segment in the middle. Maybe 2. That would help it stay like secure when we smooth it in Maya. Bit of weirdness going on in the corner there. And like, I'll accept it, but like, kind of strange. I don't think we need post subdiv, right? What does smooth this do? I literally can't tell what that's doing. Oh, it's changing. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. I like that. I'll keep that on. Don't want micropoly. Cool. Right, so that's that piece. I'll change the thickness a little bit. Let's go 0.08. Because I don't want it to be a big, thick piece of leather. It's supposed to be quite simple. Okay, and then this piece, we want to do the same thing. There we go. We probably need to pinch it down, but I think that will do. What the hell happened to these? The eyelets. Wait, they're inverted. The normals. Huh, okay. Let's modify free transformations. Okay. File export selection. Shoe eyelets. Cool. Display, polygons, face normals. They're not going inside, are they? No. File, export selection. Got eyelets, no, eyelet. Okay, let's try again. Oh wait, it might not be transferring normal, so let's try it anyway. Fuck's sake. It did do the thing. Okay, subtool. Let's delete the one we're currently on. Okay, append, sphere as always, import eyelets. There we go. There we go. So we need to move everything around because obviously now nothing sits against the tongue anymore. And then the tongue itself probably needs some tweaks, but I'm not too bothered to be honest. Add some inflation to this guy. So the edges. I mean, I'm wondering for this top bit, I could match this. What I am thinking is that my leather here is definitely too thick. Like, these two pieces need to be thinner. But I quite like the thickness of having this like that. So it's kind of hard to tell. I'm looking forward to doing this sort of stuff where you like really sculpt the laces like that. That'd be fun. Right, okay, so transparent. That's where it starts to feel like actually worn. But for now, that will do as a base. Okay. So this needs bumping out a fair bit. Okay, there we go. We have shoes. So I'm going to grab this guy, export that as thick. So go to geometry, apply. I need to do it at the lowest res. Okay, apply, export. Then we're going to go shoe. Where is he? Tongue. Thick. Okay. And then Control Z, so I get it all back. That's going to have these dents in it, but I'm okay with that. We'll work on the laces now. Then the front, we're going to do the exact same thing. Down to the lowest level, apply. Go to, make sure groups is turned off. Export. And we're going to go front, thick. Okay, there we go. A little bit of intersection, but nothing too major. And when it's subdivided, it kind of goes away anyway. Okay, so let's save this scene. Modeling, ZBrush, scenes, block out. Okay. So let's go into here. The eyelets are fine, we don't want to move those. Hide the laces. So tongue, we're going to remove, file, import, and we got tongue thick. Okay. Do the same with this guy. And then he's going to be front thick. That's kind of crazy. Let's think. Wait, when I import stuff, can I import it with the name? Anyway, let's just play unlock normals, set to face, soften harden. Cool. So this is front geo, tongue geo, and we can grab both of these, put them into left shoe. And what are you? Okay. There we go. We have a shoe. Now it's time to kind of bed the laces back on again. So we need to go to laces. I'm hoping that this is still live. Let's go into polygon mode there. I'm going to hide the lace knot. Please be live. Yes. Okay, so let's okay. I think this should be pulled in a bit, right? I'm gonna go with all the back layer laces first. That makes it a bit quicker. I'm gonna try my best in all cases to just use the Z-axis to move them. I'll adjust after, but for now we just want, well, I guess this one may have to move that way. Okay, let's do that. I guess moving it just in the Z-axis isn't a good idea actually. this layer. There we go. Add the loose knot. The loose knot needs to move as well. But luckily this is one of the easy ones. So just grab everything from the top. Stuff select out to about there. And just go like that. Save my scene. So do we want to do this kind of lip thing? I guess let's consult the ref. There it is. I guess not, because this is quite thick. Although we're already not matching elements of it. This needs to come up quite a lot. This sticks out actually quite a lot from the front there. I also need to figure out how the hell I'm doing shoe treads. I'm not looking forward to that. Yeah, this needs to come down a bit. What else? We can quickly throw the laces back and just grab this guy. Wait, they should already have the same material actually. Actually, it's a that needs to be imported as well, actually. Okay, let's go back to the low res. Export, turn off group, turn off texture as well, why not? Modeling, Maya exports for ZBrush shoes. Spine. Okay. Back to Maya. Delete this guy. File, import. I'm gonna go with spine. Okay, and then I should have closed the laces first. There we go. Let's go there. Right, so we need to fix this dude. And then I'm happy to leave that there for a while. We can figure out the treads. Like, I'm not sure how people do that, to be honest. I'm also not sure if we should go for like the realistic tread, or if we should go for like something that's drawn. So I don't think tread's visible in any of these. I mean, these don't really have a tread; they're kind of flat. But these do have a tread. That's just socks. Oh, I need to model socks as well, actually. We can do that next. Yeah, so the design's a little bit different here, but no, it's actually consistent. Alright. So maybe this is a bit too much of an embellishment. I'll check with Katie, see what she thinks. But we do need treads, so I guess we can just model that as an additive geometry. It's not really too difficult. Also wondering that we need a heel, don't we? Yeah, we need this. So that goes around here, right? Okay. Okay, that's that one fixed. I'm gonna do the same with these guys as well. Just align that to there. Straighten out a little bit if we can't straighten it fully. So what we're gonna want to do now is grab from here to here. In fact, do we want to do that? So we don't want to, yeah, we don't want to extrude it, actually. Oh, do we need to get rid of that guy? Kind of helps. I just need to flatten this out quite largely. This is nowhere near flat. Okay, I'm going to collapse this. Inflate it all out slightly. And I'm going to select the back half of it, so just that much. Flatten that. And then I want that to kind of be about here. Maybe not flatten it that much. Definitely want it flatter though, so flat that will do. And then this space in between just needs to be re-added. Okay. Kind of works. So I guess the flatness that we need, mostly. I am going to need to bevel that at some point. Let's edge flow this guy. Okay, definitely don't want that. Let's insert a loop halfway and then edge flow it. That's better. Okay, and then this guy needs to be beveled to soften it out. Okay, this entire area up here also needs to be kind of reinforced a bit. Okay, 5. Any other areas like that? Hello, Lourdes. Hope I didn't butcher your name too badly there. Okay, let's bring these back this way. But now we need to bring all of it back a little bit. Okay, rotate. We can't really rotate it too much actually. Cool, so this was collapsing a bit when we subdivided it, so we need to add some reinforcement in there. Like that. And then let's add a supporting loop in there, support loop there, and down here I'm fine with. That just keeps it nice and sharp. So it needs to be smudged around a bit, but nothing too major. Okay. Still not flat, is it? It's gonna bother me until I fix it, I can tell. But anyway, where is... I'd say it's about there, right? Yeah, so let's do... Let's do this. Fill hole. Fill hole. Then multi-cut. Okay. And then, so it comes back to being level, so we need to just add a loop in here. And then, yoink. That's awful topo though, so we'll need to clean that up a little bit. But if we do that, let's find the size of the thing. So I feel like that works. But yeah, let's get rid of these for now. It's just getting in the way. Bring that forward. If that's all we need. Maybe the whole thing needs to be a little bit bigger, so let's bring that up. Bring you forward still. Yeah, that works. Okay, so how do we get rid of this? Like topo wise. We can connect these up, but it doesn't feel like the right way to do it. Inserting a loop up here could work. If we connect that to the... I know we've still got an end on, but I can resolve that in a moment. We could also just do that. But then we end up with this weird asymmetry. Of course, we could always just do that as well. Let's give that a go. Does this do what we want? Okay. Let's bevel that. Don't like that. We'll leave that like that for now, because it's still a decent placeholder. We also need to move this forward, I guess. Edge for that guy. What's the best way, like, I've never really used creasing. How does that work? Let's go you to you, you to you, and you to you. So how do you crease an edge? How do it mesh? Crease tool. Can't see a crease value. collapses onto itself. It does work though. Although the way that that reacted makes me feel like this needs a loop. Like if I do that, but then connect this up. And getting rid of the triangles is easy because you just do that. I don't like that typo though. Oh god, that's awful. Yeah, no, fuck that. Okay. Guess we just commit to that for a while. How do I check what the crease value was? 2.48. That's a lot of creases. Oh, it's not all the edges, okay. Let's go 1. Ah, okay. So let's set that to like 4. Oh, that's pushed in. That won't be helping. Okay, so if we line these edges up, yeah, that should be like way out there somewhere. Like that. Oh, that helped a lot actually. Sweet. Okay, so the tread is these kind of like oval shapes. So let's just need to flatten this area out. Let's go to the smooth tool. Okay, then we'll do the same on this side. Really flatten everything out. Okay, so we got that. So we need these shapes. Let's start with cubes. Let's say twice. So I'm going to scale that by 2 there. Smooth that once. In fact, actually. Let's go cube. Cool. Smooth once. Cool. Mesh display. Oh, sorry. Deform. Sculpt deformer. Where are you? There you are. Cool. And then we scale that by 2. Okay, modify free transformations. So we got one at the front. Okay, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So one at the front and then 3 on either side. I'm gonna update the normals in this guy. So this should be straight, shouldn't it? Something like that works better. So let's go to mesh display again, unlock, set to face, soften harden. There we go. So you, let's put you at the front. Okay. Yeah, duplicate that. But I'm gonna delete a duplicate. Let's go. Should we smooth it once and just leave it unsmoothed all the time? Yeah, I prefer that. Okay, so modify. We don't want to freeze transforms actually. Yeah, we need to keep them kind of the same. Something like that. Currently I'll keep them the same size, but I think ref requires them to be different sizes too. We'll get to that in a moment. Okay, then get both of these, bring them backwards, rotate them. I'll just sort out one for now. Okay. Yeah, these need to be smaller. Or maybe just less stretched. Maybe that's what they all need. And this one, we want to pull down, rotate backwards, rotate that way. Okay. Let's try to match distance to edge a little bit. Need to apply that to all of them. Bit too much. 0.55. That feels better. strictly speaking, it probably would have been better for me to lay these out flat and then do all this stuff. Like lay them out on like a plane or something, then wrap it. Because this comes with a few complexities right now. It's kind of strange to work on. Okay, then the bottom has 5, which I can just duplicate all this stuff. Group. Duplicate the group. Modify. Let's go with... I don't want a free transform, it's modify center pivot, that's what I was looking for. Okay. Need to spin that 180. And we definitely need to scale it down. So let's scale it. Okay, the back ones need to be moved in towards each other. I'm going to orient them to match this guy as well. I'm not sure this would grip onto anything. Like this tread wouldn't really work on any kind of terrain. Getting there, bit by bit. Oh yeah, that needs to be adjusted. Otherwise we're losing height. There we go. Is there a way for me to stop this from collapsing? Like, do I just need to add this loop now? No, because it's forcing it to collapse quicker. If I delete this edge, what happens? It works. Actually works a lot cleaner too. There we go. And that allow all the extra edges on corners. Solo this. There we go. Look, deving this is going to be really fun, I think. I hope. Okay, let's go. Like that. Getting there. This will go subdivision higher soon, but not yet, I don't think. But let's just preview that. That's our like final topo, quote unquote. Oh, and you as well. And you. That'll be our final shoe topo. The loops here are not very evenly distributed, actually. We also need to model in like seam lines and shit. Shit, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Okay, so our laces are working for the most part. I think, yeah, we need to pull either this stuff in or the tongue out. I'm going to vote tongue out, actually. So we'll do that in ZBrush. I'm going to add these to it. That. Yeah, we can combine those. Okay. Space geo goes in there. We don't want to touch any of these because they're being done in ZBrush, so we'll just export this guy. Okay. Oh, we needed a lip at the front as well, right? We need this. That's not in the new ref. Unless it is. I thought that was a reflection. It's not in this one. Let's think. I'm gonna just extrude that out, see what happens. It kind of works. So let's start by pulling this in and up. Okay, pulling this. Gonna align everything to this guy. Okay, so it's smooth at the bottom. Still not smooth enough, so let's edge flow this guy. Edge flow this guy. Edge flow him again. There we go. Is it worth us connecting this across? I don't think so, actually. Okay, I'm gonna move these up. keen on that last change. Okay. I don't want the kind of cut that this has in it. I'm not sure if I like that addition. It's not actually in the side views. Let's just try something here. Let's indent it to kind of visibly separate it a little bit and to see what happens. Okay, I want to hate it, but I kind of don't. So let's do that properly now. So to do that, we're going to need to grab all this stuff. Bevel. Bevel with 2 segments. Very subtly indent it this time. There we go. There we go. Right, so we have the base. I may end up removing that front bit later, but for now it can stay. So let's get you exported. File, export selection. We'll get choose base. Okay. And then I'm just going to append sphere, import. Okay. And then I'm just gonna mute Facebook and WhatsApp. There we go. Right, so we can now just bring that in here. We can bring the laces in as well. Bring the eyelets in. And so where's the old base? That one. Okay, we can delete that now. Okay, so we got that. Did we import the low res? I can't remember. I love it. It's not handling it very well. Okay, there we go. Okay, so then this mesh needs to be pulled out a bit, doesn't it? Which will also allow room for, what do I call them? Oh god, what's happening there? Come on. My god, please. Also allow more room for the socks, is what I was going to say. Okay, we're slowly getting there. We need socks. So let's go. I can make the socks quite easily in ZBrush, so let's do that. Modeling, ZBrush, scenes, block out. Okay, so we have the shoe. Yeah, so sock is the next thing, right? Let's go into this guy. I forgot they were separate. Okay, so we need the shoe. Oh, sorry, the sock to go to about here, right? So let's. In fact, why don't I just go like that? Okay. So we're going to go subtool. Wait, how high does it go actually? It goes a little bit above the, oh, a bit more than that actually. I need to pull the tongue up, don't I, as well, to match this. So we'll do that too. But for now, let's subtool extract. Where is it? Extract, yep. I'm going to disable thickness. And then accept. Then I'm going to rename that to socks. Geo. I'm going to drag that into the shoes. I think they should be together. Okay. Transparent. Undo all the masking. Go back to, oh I know. Okay, I've got that. Let's pull the tongue up while we remember. V. Okay, there we go. Laces need to be updated, don't they? Forgot about that. Okay, so we've got a tongue in there. Let's go to Maya again. Let's re-grab our laces. File export selection. Have I not put the laces here yet? Okay, shoes, laces. Okay, we're just gonna go to these guys. Import, fuck's sake. Import. Modeling, Maya, exports, ZBrush, shoes. Always. Append. Okay, I'm gonna delete this guy. Go to this one, delete there as well. Go to here, delete there as well. There we go. Smooth twice, and then re-import. There we go. Okay, so now let's go to the sock. I'm gonna save my scene while I'm at it. Okay, so socks. Just gonna go to, in fact, I'll do the deform. Geometry. No, it's in deformation, isn't it? Yeah. Inflate. Okay, so we're going to zero mesh these guys to nice low res. We're going to deflate a lot of that back down again, actually. Because it needs to fit inside the shoe. In fact, let's go hide everything. Did I just drag it into that? I did. I'm gonna hide the clothing. Let's make it an approximate thickness for the rest of the foot. So I'm gonna, let's zero mesh it first. Let's go 1000 polygons. Alt zero mesh. Okay. That will probably do, but let's do another one anyway. There we go. Doing some weird stuff down here, but it doesn't matter. It's inside the shoe. And then deformation. In fact, now we can just inflate from here. So bin. Okay, and then we just show the shoes again. Drag that in there. And then show the clothing again. The clothing is the big issue. We can grab... well, we've already got it actually. Let's pull this out. Okay, there we go. So it's come up a little bit more, doesn't it? Okay, so now we've got that. Let's go to geometry, dynamic subdiv. At some point I'll switch from dynamic subdiv to panel loops, but as far as I'm aware, panel loops is a little bit more permanent, so I don't want to do that. I need to mirror the shoes at some point. Okay, so let's get the tongue exported in thick mode. Oh, geometry. Apply. Export. ZBrush. Oh, no, sorry. Maya exports for ZBrush. Shoes. Then we got tongue thick. Okay, and then undo. Now we got our zippers back. Still a fair bit off on this. Let's bring that out a bit actually. I'm happy to call the shoes kind of done. Like we can get the topo nailed down. Well, we can say the topo's nailed down. It's just a case of now setting on thickness and making sure everything fits, because currently the actual shoe doesn't fit within the base anymore. So let's go to this geometry, pull that out a little bit. Okay. Like that. Does this area fit? Nope. Pull that out. It needs to be fairly snug because of this other piece, but need to make sure it all fits. Let's stop moving this in place now. There we go. There we go. Kind of to add a little pointy bit at the front. Like how you get your socks that have that kind of loose bit, where it's been stretched over the ears. Kind of works. Okay. The foot itself is a bit too big, isn't it? I'll resize those later on, I think. So though, I think we've made some decent progress for today. How long have we been streaming for? 2 hours. Okay, let's start the process of getting things exported from Maya. And we can do a render. I'll get the socks in there too. Could probably go with this one. In terms of poly count. Now I can insert a lens loop here and edit edge flow it to smooth it out. Okay, so let's save our scene. Gonna save this as 31. So I did update the clothing as well, so I need to re-export that. So let's go to this guy, export, turn off groups. ZBrush exports block out, and then this one's clothing decimated. Okay. I've got the knot in there. And now let's start with the shoes. So socks. I'm going to geometry, delete lower, because I just want that level. Let's apply this for now. Export, turn off group. Then we're just going to go to Maya exports for ZBrush. Yeah, I need to restructure all this stuff. Socks geo. Yep, that's fine. Okay, then go undo. Gives me that back. Tongue. Okay, let's apply, export. Okay. Then Control Z. I need to do the same with the front. Apply. Export. Choose front. Thick. I exported over the non-thick version, so I need to undo that quickly. So that's back to being able to be applied. So go to U, low res, export. Wait, there we go. With this still not applied, export. We just go tongue like that, and then we just hit apply, export, thick. Okay, front we just exported, sides. We're going to export that without it being flattened. Then apply, export with it flattened. Or with it thickened. Okay. Then I don't think any of this stuff changed. Oh no, I inflated this guy, didn't I? Okay, so we're gonna keep you at this level, I think. Export. This is top, right? Rim. Okay. So we got all that done. It's back into Maya. Delete all these because they all got updated. Oh, that piece in there got updated too. Okay, I think you haven't been updated since. So, file, import. So we want choose front thick. Bring that over here. Okay. File, import. Rim. File, import. Spine's been updated. Tongue, thick. File, import. Sides, thick. Okay. Select all of that. Go to, oh, not the laces. What was that? Oh, that's just a nut. Okay. Okay. Unlock normals. Set to face. There we go. This is still a bit loose, so I need to pull that forward. Oh yeah, and the socks as well. File, import, socks. Okay, so all of these now, we need to assign the, well, actually you get temp clothing. I don't remember which one was assigned to these. Standard stuff. Okay, so I'm just going to put shoe man. Okay, and now we can just assign that to all of these. I'm going to keep that as temp clothing. Okay. So shoe mat. And then this one can be temp clothing. And you can be temp clothing if you're not already. Okay, and then the clothing itself, reference editor, we need to reload this reference. Did that update? I wasn't looking at the screen. Looks like it did. Alright, cool. So then unhide you. I think that's all fine. I need to duplicate the shoe over, so let's do that. That's the eyes. In fact, I can group these. Eye group. All of these need to be renamed and put back into the shoe. So let's do that. Front geo. Rim geo. Tongue geo. Sides geo. Sock geo. Okay. Delete this side. Keep the laces because they tend to glitch out. And I can delete the rim as well. Okay, delete everything minus the laces. Oh. Okay, then why did I do that? Okay, we're just going to call this our laces for now. Cool. And then, what's this group? I think we can delete that. Then just grab this group. Alt save. I'm just going to combine the laces. Keep things simple. Polygons. But no, not. Okay. Duplicate. Set this to -1. Laces break, but that's fine, because I've already got the laces over there. Okay. Works pretty well. So let's do a quick render. Once I've started getting retopo and stuff, I'll actually get things into Katana, and that's when we can do actual look dev passes. Let's reassign this material, temp clothing mat. I'm also going to go into Hypershade and delete unused materials. Delete all by type. No, sorry. Where is it? Delete unused nodes, there we go. So now when I go to assign a material, it's not going to be as many. There you go. There we go. I'm gonna quickly put a new material on these guys. Let's call this sock mat. There we go. Bright red. Really red actually, Jesus. So roughness of this needs to go way up. Let's go with sheen. Let's grab a few of these. Okay. I should assume this one is the one that I need. Okay, and then this guy, I need to add. Actually, don't, because it's going to get smoothed. So let's just give it that. Okay. Yes, I'm going to need obviously quite a lot more, like height variation stuff in the socks. Let's grab that shoe material and switch it out. What happens if I color pick? Ballpark. Let's make it a little bit darker. A bit more saturated. A little bit too saturated. Okay, let's grab all the laces. Okay, let's go to the outliner, kill this for a moment. Grab the laces of both, assign new material. Okay. Might switch it back towards black for now. Might switch everything back towards black for now, actually. I'm finding that quite distracting to look at, like with the extremely basic colours. So let's grab the laces and reassign the temp clothing mat. I'll keep the crazy red socks. It helps to add that separation in there. Big stretch. Okay. Yeah, I think for now we can call the shoes done. We will return to them to kind of obviously UV them and stuff, but in terms of modelling, there's a few tweaks left to do, but this is good enough, I think. We need to add like top stitching. I need to decide how I'm going to do that, whether I do it as like a separate geometry or not. Or if I just do it in textures. It would be quite easy to do in textures. There's brushes for it in Mari. But I was thinking for a moment. I was wondering what's best to do next. Like, I won't be doing anything more in the stream. But like, is it better for me to start retypoing the body, or do I need to spend more time on the sculpt, like figure out what these things are and all that sort of stuff? Work on the hands to get their shape a bit more appealing before I retypo them? Or is it easier to do it after retypo? Like, I've got a few things I need to figure out like that. It's quite difficult to figure out, to be honest. Obviously, still need to do passes on this upper clothing as well. I'm happy with, like, where's that top knot gone? Oh, did I delete it earlier? Okay. File, import. Luckily I did export it, so. Top knot. Okay. That's better. Yeah, I'm happy with this now. Okay, so next stream, I'll figure out over the next like day or so what I'm gonna do in the next stream. My assumption is that we'll spend some last time tweaking the body, tweaking the hands, tweaking the ears to just make sure that our forms are where we want them. I still need to do the top updates, but again, I will be doing that off stream because there's so much experimentation I need to do. And then, yeah, after next stream, the one after that will start on Retopo for the body, I think. Because we're not changing the body really anymore. And obviously the sooner we get that in, the sooner we can get like final version of everything else. Retopo in the clothes is going to be a fucking nightmare, but yeah, so be it. And then, yeah, in terms of the project, so Groom I want to do next gen. I'm going to do the Groom really late in the project, I think. Like, I think I'm going to have pretty much final shaders and textures for the skin and the clothing before I do hair. Just because if I'm using X-Gen, I don't want to fuck around with like transferring and shit. I just want to have like a final geo and just keep updating the Groom itself. So I'm going to do that, just because X-Gen isn't the easiest to like transfer back and forth with without having breakages. But yeah, so that's the general plan. But for now, thank you for stopping by. I'll post these renders in the Discord after. Once I do some like close-ups and stuff. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. I hope you've enjoyed or learned something, or both. And I probably won't stream tomorrow, but I should stream on Monday. So I'll see you then. Right, bye guys.